Hi, my name's Rachel, and today I am reviewing another book that upsetty spaghetti moms from Moms Against Liberty in my county, hi Julie, are trying to ban from schools for absolutely no reason. I figured I'd make this a series called Adventures with Moms Against Liberty, as this is now partly what I'm doing in my real life, where I'm showing up at school board meetings. So let me give you like the latest updates on that, and then talk about the book and how that interacts, those two things coincide. I'm very diligent about my children's safety, and I realize that this whole book banning thing has to do with children's safety. Like, we all think we know what's best for our children. I'm very dedicated to my children's safety. I'm very diligent with what media they consume, and I do stay on top of their online safety because online safety is so important to me. And that brings me to today's sponsor, Atlas VPN. If you are like me, especially if you are a parent like I am, you want to keep yourself and your family safe while you all are using the internet. The folks at Atlas VPN have partnered with me again today to sponsor this video, to get you a link which can be found in the description and in the pinned comment down below that will get you on your way to keeping your internet browsing safe in your home in no time at all, which is great for those of us who are parents because we barely have any time for anything. In no time at all, you can have the most affordable online protection at $1.99 a month plus 30 days extra with a money-back guarantee. If you're in an area that is region locked, depriving you of your favorite shows the way some people want to deprive others of good books, which isn't very liberty of them, you can, just with a few clicks, tell Atlas VPN that you want to be from Canada or Denmark or the Netherlands. And suddenly, tyranny no more, you can access your favorites, as is your human right to be entertained. And if you, like me, have 1.5 billion devices in your home that you use to connect to the internet, including my kid's Kindle, because sometimes I can't be bothered to find my own laptop, never fear, because Atlas VPN protects all of your devices. On a singular subscription, you do not have to subscribe for each device. Your phone covered, your laptop covered, gaming PC covered, kids' tablets covered, Atlas VPN has you covered. Using Atlas VPN also means stopping ads and malware from accessing your phone and your laptop and your gaming PC and your kids' tablet. Also keeping your Google searches private. If you need all of your devices covered and want that sweet region-locked content and want to protect your online privacy and your families, you can head to the pinned comment down below to get the most affordable protection for just $1.99 a month with a 30-day extra and a money-back guarantee. And huge thank you again to Atlas VPN for sponsoring this video. All right, so let's talk about my adventures so far in dealing with Moms Against Liberty in my county and online. I put up this video and then I started making TikTok content about the idiots in my county trying to ban books. Some of those videos have gone a little bit viral, like 100,000 views. So I've been getting more eyes on it, trying to put pressure on these people to stop challenging books where their kids don't even go to school. People like Julie Gebhardt's, who, yes, looks like Walmart version Marjorie Taylor Greene. I also told Moms for Liberty main Twitter account to stay out of my school board meetings and that I don't consent to co-parenting with them, and promptly got blocked on Twitter by them. Badge of honor. Then one of Julie's cohorts, Kelly, messaged me under what felt like false pretenses. This is a fundamentalist woman doing typical fundamentalist subterfuge. She commented on a video of my kid who had just gone to Sunday school with his grandma. Here, I'll show you it because it's kind of funny actually. Okay, but it's not a Bible. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, that is Godslayers by Zoe Hanamakuta. Please be gentle.
This is my favorite book.
Okay, but it's not a Bible. Like, I want to make that abundantly clear.
Nana got the Bible.
I do not own a Bible.
Nana got the Bible.
Yes, I'm sure Nana does have a Bible. Mama does not have a Bible. Mama has a lot of books. None of these books are Bibles.
Jesus Christ.
You're just turning pages and saying Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Is this an excuse to swear, or are you pretending to be a pastor? Stop asking questions? And Kelly responded to that video saying this: looks like Nana's been praying for you both, which is really just not cool and obviously pushing boundaries in an attempt to like paternalistically assert that Christianity is best for me and my children. And like, imagine if I did this to them. Imagine if I was like, wow, Satan has been answering my prayers for you and your children. They'd cry and be horrified, but of course it's fine when they do it because they believe they're doing what's best for me, which is paternalistic bullshit. So I told her, no, I don't have time for this, and also this feels like a trap. And I went to Facebook, I found her profile, and I saw that not only is she upsetty spaghetti about certain books being in schools, including Assassination Classroom, which I'm going to talk about in a second, but she also went and saw Ronald McDonald DeSantis with Julie Gebhardt, which she conveniently left out of her invitation to coffee. I told her, you're welcome to ask me questions here. I showed her screenshots of her Facebook posts and I said, next time please be more forthcoming, and also please don't comment that stuff on videos of my children, which she didn't acknowledge because fundies do not acknowledge when they do subterfuge because they think that the ends of being not forthcoming justify the means. Wait, the means of them not being forthcoming justify the ends of them feeling like they're doing what's right for you and getting you where they want you to be. And it's like a paternalistic bait and switch to try to get you into position that they want you in. It's extremely common in Fundyland. See my videos on Just Corban to learn more. Those are linked below. I'm a former fundie, so like I know their tactics. They cannot fool me. My family is still all fundie, so like this is something I regularly deal with. Any questions she has can easily be cleared up by either DMing me those specific questions or watching my videos. You're not gonna swindle me into going out with you and surprise, you're actually that same mom from the meeting. I literally saw you. All this to say, they obviously know I'm here. It's like that quote from the beginning of Mulan. Now all of China knows you're here. Well, except now all the fascist moms know I'm here. And I look forward to seeing them at the next school board meeting. If this is gonna be their personality, doing fascism and creating nanny states where they try to parent my children, which I don't consent to, then I will make fighting them doing that part of my personality too. I am going to create an environment that is so toxic to fascism. As you can see, these people really don't like Assassination Classroom. So Kelly says, we have 70 copies of these books in middle school and the reading level is anything from YA to 10 to 12 to T+. So the problem is the guns? Let me give you the synopsis, okay? The students of Class 3E of Kunugigaoka Junior High have a new teacher, an alien octopus with bizarre powers and unlimited strength, who's just destroyed the moon and is threatening to destroy the Earth unless they can kill him first. Meet the would-be assassins of Class 3E, Sugino, who let his grades slip and got kicked off the baseball team, Karma, who's doing well in his classes but keeps getting suspended for fighting, and Okuda, who lacks both academic and social skills yet excels at one subject, chemistry. If they kill him, they get $10 billion. Who has the best chance of winning that reward? Will the deed be accomplished through pity, brute force, or poison? And what chance does their teacher have of repairing his students' tattered self-esteem? So me, not being a sheep, who looks at a picture online and then descends into being a cog in an angry outrage machine in the outrage manufactory run by Moms for Liberty, I decided to read it for myself because I, unlike Moms for Liberty, moms like Julie and Kelly, in my understanding and estimation of them, actually value full context of literature and execution of literary theme and authorial intent and media literacy as a whole. But Julie retweets things like this. Days after the Nashville tragedy, a Florida parent discovered a graphic novel series depicting heroic misfit students shooting their teacher. There are dozens of copies in Hillsborough School middle schools. Why do librarians think this is appropriate for 11-year-olds? First of all, I just want to point out that once again, fascists and fundies are so fucking predictable because they don't say jack shit about gun violence until a trans man does gun violence. Like, so fucking predictable that Deconstruction Girl long ago made a tweet about this. Pastors describing how we have to fight the LGBTQIA+ agenda because it will destroy our children. 2 hours, 45 minutes, 23 seconds. Pastors speaking out against gun violence that's actually killing our children. 14 seconds. Yeah, that's you guys. You literally did it. You did the thing. That's how predictable you are. That's so pathetic. Imagine being so goddamn predictable and obvious in your selective outrage. Could not be me. Time after time, cis men shoot up schools and it's crickets. Nothing. One trans man does it, and suddenly it's, oh my god, think of the children! But I don't see y'all talking about the JR-15. That's a thing. Silence. Actual guns, literal guns being marketed at children. Silence. The guns clearly aren't your problem. You just don't like trans people, and you don't like books. Your arguments are so thin and transparent, they are essentially fucking plastic wrap. So they once again have not provided a lick of evidence that this book, Assassination Classroom, classroom leads to school shootings. They also didn't provide any evidence that they read the whole fucking thing. But I did, because unlike them, I read. Again, if you're going to assert that there is a causal relationship between two things, you have to actually identify some proof, babes. Like, for instance, I don't like talking about this, but this is the best example I can think of right now. I had 2 miscarriages. On the same days that I found out that I had miscarriages, I ate spaghetti with marinara sauce. Now, this does not mean that spaghetti with marinara sauce caused my miscarriages. Correlation between two things is not causation between two things. You have to actually demonstrate through study that there is a causal relationship between those things. Not just say, well, this happened and this thing happened, so I think that they're related. That's stupid as fuck. Like, there's nothing I can say other than that is completely unintelligent nonsense. Like, just anti-intellectual bullshit. And as far as I can tell from actually reading the manifestos of school shooters so that I can understand why this is happening, which I know none of these fascist moms have actually done because they obviously don't read at all. Again, they admit they don't even read the books that they challenge and get banned. The reason experts find is ideology, and it's not LGBTQIA+ ideology that causes these shootings. There's no causal relationship between those two things. In fact, I don't think that Moms for Liberty has ever challenged or gotten banned a book that actually does have the ideologies that are present in the manifestos of these shooters. So no causal relationship on record, yeah? So I read the book to see if I could identify anything that maybe I thought would actually lead to a causal relationship, having read the manifestos of many school shooters and shootings that, you know, took place in other public places. And again, what I found was just a great fucking book. But definitely something that has no relationship to school shootings. And here's why. They are using fucking BB guns to shoot an octopus. I want y'all to sit with that for a moment. They are using BB guns to shoot an octopus. Where is the causal relationship between that and school shooters? Go on, I'll wait. That's what y'all are mad about. You aren't mad about the literal JR-15, but you are mad about a manga that has airsoft guns shooting BB pellets at an alien octopus who will destroy the world. Do y'all realize how fucking stupid that makes y'all look? How unintelligent? It makes you look like you have 5 fucking brain cells and all of them are being used on executive function and not a single one, not a fraction of one is being used on critical thinking. Clearly no critical thinking has ever been involved in this. You took the first page of a manga that features a great story and thought, oh no, kids with weapons in a book, and I bet trans people are to blame for this. What is wrong with you? What? How did you get like this? The book literally says they are BB pellets and rubber knives, completely harmless to humans, only able to harm the alien octopus who is the teacher, who if they do not kill, will destroy the world. What's wrong with you? This is actually a great manga. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, okay? The only reason it didn't get 5 was because of this minor detail where it says that one of the students is trying to find the Koro sensei, the alien octopus, his weaknesses, and it says that he has none, and I'm like, but he does, because the BB pellets and the particular knives that y'all are using, it says that he is affected by those. So like clearly that is a weakness. So like I didn't understand why they didn't explain that, like why they haven't used those particular elements to try to trap him and squish him. I know he can travel at Mach 20, but like couldn't they figure out like a trap where they like slowly box him into those elements? So that's why it got 4 out of 5, just like on a technical level. Like I get way too technical about shit like that in books. I realize that's not the point of the book. The point is like this really interesting relationship and like figuring out like why this alien who plans to destroy the world in a year is taking the time to like take care of these kids who are like ostracized by society. So like the rest of it was fucking delightful. Like this is really about a group of social rejects who are being taught by a teacher that really values them, and we still have this like, you know, mystery of, okay, so why is he still going to destroy the whole world? And it approaches this whole, we are being taught by this guy who's like actually really nice to us, but also we have to kill him. And it approaches that with like a level of humor. It's fantastic. I love the teacher. I love his little jokes. I love when he like flew around the world to recreate his own face on the world. The times that he like says, well, I'm gonna pop over to Italy and grab some gelato because he can travel at Mach 20. But he's so sweet with the kids. Like he finds out that one of them is really interested in being a pitcher, and he ends up going to a baseball game in New York, and you find out later that the only reason he went was to figure out how to help his student be a better pitcher pitcher, even though that student isn't even allowed to play baseball anymore because the students in class 3E are banned from being able to play sports. See how banning is shitty? They're seen as degenerates for having bad grades. And him doing that, him figuring out like how to help his student be a better baseball pitcher, made that student feel so seen in a way that the school had not. And there's like this running joke of, because he can move at Mach 20, he'll be in the middle of like almost getting assassinated, but then he can move and he'll be like polishing a plane or painting the nails of the person trying to kill him. It's silly, it's fun. Like I love how like silly looking, like creepy silly he is. He's so weird looking and his head changes colors. And one time a student tried to poison him and he's like, all right, I'll test it out. And he tested it himself and he grew wings out the back of his head. Like it's just goofy. Like how would this possibly cause a school shooting? What is the causal relationship? You have to prove that. You can't just say, I think that'll happen. Okay, I think if you eat grapes, you're going to grow a tumor. Well, some people eat grapes and have tumors, so I just proved it to you. Like that's how stupid you sound. And here's the thing, if the book banners are really upset about this, I don't see a difference between them letting 11-year-olds read about an octopus alien being shot in a manga and letting an 11-year-old watch the Avengers, which includes a bunch of superheroes shooting aliens and other people. Like this is not really about the killing, it's about the care that this alien takes in teaching these students and humanizing them and seeing them in a way that the rest of the school is not anymore. That's what the book is really about. So I don't understand, like, why is the theme, the overall content of the book not being taken into consideration? This is a great book about student-teacher relationships. What are you talking about? Now, I do think that the very last page of this book is, I'm surprised that that's not what they're complaining about. I do think that, here's the last page of this book. If I had to explain to anybody under the age of 11, this page, I would struggle. Now, I look at this and I think, would I want my 10-year-old seeing this? My first thought is no. When I investigate that within myself, I find that it's not for any other reason other than I'm uncomfortable with explaining it to a 10-year-old. Is it actually damaging? I'd have to have psychologists determine that and find out. Like, I cannot say that. My discomfort is not the same as it being damaging. I don't know that. And I probably wouldn't let my 10-year-old have it because I would feel weirded out and uncomfortable. I would wait, but I wouldn't want to make that decision for other parents. And if I did let my kid read this at like 11, 12, we would have a discussion about that page because kids at that age are going through puberty and already have questions about sex and I'll start masturbating. So like, I would want to be able to answer any questions they have about sex when they come of age of puberty and not make sex like this dirty, disgusting thing, but be like, this is a thing that people do when they are older. And that was not an opportunity given to me by my parents, so I would want that for my kids. So if parents send in a note to their school librarian and say, hey, don't let my kid check out this book, I get that. And you are well within your liberty to do that. Librarians and media specialists already do that. I talked to a lot of parents and a lot of librarians recently who enact that policy. It's not that hard. Acting like it is so disingenuous. You just want to parent my kids and I don't consent to that. So if parents want to send in a note to their school librarian, say, I don't want my kid to check out this book, I get it. I mean, I wouldn't want my kid to check out a book that features, oh, I don't know, daughters, two of them getting their dad drunk and then having incestuous sex with their father while he was drunk, which is rape. I wouldn't want my 10-year-old reading that, which is in the Bible, which was given to me when I was 5 by my school curriculum. But that's in the Bible and I'm not trying to challenge that. So I just send a note to my kid's media specialist letting her know that I don't want my kid checking that out because I think that they're too young to understand that. Which, by the way, I am in contact with my kid's media specialist. Let me read you her response to an email that I sent saying that I appreciate her work. Thank you so much for this email. I appreciate your kind words. I strive to support the reading of everyone at school name, I'm blocking it out, which is difficult at a K-8 school. So she services everything from my kids to 8th grade. The little ones always want to check out books above their level. They've seen Harry Potter movies, so want to read the book. Hillsborough County has a great system for when challenges are brought up, but unfortunately our superintendent didn't follow through with it recently. We are all upset that there is a process in place and he ignored it. I hate to say that I think it will only get worse over the next few years. I and the media specialists I know take collection development very seriously and know our student body. It is a slap in the face to not be trusted or respected as a professional. Again, I appreciate your comments. I look forward to meeting you. I have not met her in person. Just like one of my kids is autistic, so I am in constant contact with my kid, not just teachers, but also like the speech language pathologist at the school and the school psychologist, to make sure that we implement a plan that works for my child. Parents are able to do that. Like, you are able to, I have a whole ass IEP for both of my kids. Of course you can work. It is your job as your parent, as you being a parent, to do that, to work with your school to make sure that your kids are getting what they need as it pertains to their particular selves. Like, you can do that. That is your responsibility. You don't get to say, I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to parent everybody's kids by making these blanket rules. That does not work for me. I did not agree to that. You need to parent your own kids in their own schools and stay away from mine. Stay away from my children. Stay away. I super appreciate my media specialist. She's really helpful. My oldest kid is really into graphic novels right now, and she has been so helpful in like making sure that he gets stuff he's a little below his reading level. He really struggles to pay attention in school. He is autistic. He struggles in school, and she's so helpful with finding particular books that suit where he is at academically. And I want that for her. Like, I appreciate and respect and commend the work that she does, and I don't want other parents getting involved in the capacity of my relationship with her and my son's relationship with her. They can have their own relationship with her. But again, Julie and Kelly's kids don't even go to my school, so like they should not be making challenges and enacting bans that affect my kids' education. Stay away from my children. So that ends this episode of Stuff I Read Because Moms Against Liberty Want to Take Away My Parental Rights and Get Things Banned. I really like this manga. I will definitely continue the series. I think it's fine for middle school age kids. I think that makes sense. Like 6th grade and up, like I think this is fine. So it makes sense to me that the media specialist included it. I think it features great student-teacher relationships, and I think that that's really sweet. I think it's really sweet for kids to see teachers that are valuing each individual child, because I know I had teachers like that. Hi, Miss Patty. I'm not going to say your last name if you're watching this. I love certain teachers that I had, and I'm still in contact with them, and like that's so important to me. And I love that there's a manga that has that. I don't see the problem. I will definitely continue the series. I put books, or what are they called in manga again? Installments 2, 3, and 4 on my wish list because I want to read it physically and not like zoom in on my phone or steal my kid's tablet anymore. So this was great, and I will definitely continue, and I would definitely buy it for my 6th grader. So I don't see the problem. I don't want it banned. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say about Assassination Classroom. Thanks so much for watching. Leave your comments and questions down below. Make sure you check out Atlas VPN at the link down below, and let me know if you've read Assassination Classroom and if you like it, if you would give it to your 6th grader, and if no, then why not, on your personal beliefs. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, it's your local disaster human. And I'm here to say thank you for being a friend to my Therapy Bills patrons. I also really quick want to just say to my patrons, all of you, that I really appreciate recently with what I've been going through, all of your support. I can't tell you how much that it means to me. I didn't expect to like build a Patreon community like this, and I'm just really grateful that that's the case. Like I'm in awe, and I'm so appreciative, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. So anyway, I have to say thank you to my Therapy Bills patrons, and those are Alexander, Allie Magpie, Amanda M, Ash, Ashley, Bubble Tea, Chris, Claire, Des Roberts, DJ Krimmer, Emperor's New Blues, Eric, Harley, Jack and Jill, John E, Casey M, Kate W, Kelly K, Quinn, Lex, Lula, Molly, Mrs. Kittybug, Not Very Alice, Peggy Lou, Rain, SJ, Witch Bitch, Samar, Scarlett, Shiny, Sierra, and Zachary. Thank you all so much for being a friend and for your continued support, especially recently. So I just want you all to know that I'm super appreciative of you. Thank you. There's my fucking dryer. luck, man. And before I go, I have to say thank you for being a friend to my Potato Starch Marxist patrons. And those are AM Angel, Aiden, Alicia, Amanda, Amanda B, Andy, Angelica, Anita, Artie the Ninth, Aubrey, Ava, BB, Blythe, Bookish Barbie, Ray, Bree, Brenda, Bryn, Caitlin, Carlin, Catherine, Kathy, Chris, CJ, Colleen, Corwin, Darren, Deandra, Deborah, Diet Goth, Dorian, Dorothea, Ebby, Eden, Elise, Ember, Emily A, Emily L, Faith, Grace, Gracie, Hannah C, Hannah T, Harpy Kuro, Ilianaka, India Inks, JM Tennant, Jay is on Olympus, JT, Jen with 2 N's, Jennifer T, Jenny G, Jilly, what? Did I just say Jilly? Whoa, sorry, Jillian. Jillian, Jules, Kaylee, Kat H, Katya, Keely, Kylie, L. Lindbergh, Laughing Cat Dog, Laura, Lauren B, Library of Scars, Lustful Octopus, Martin, Maddie, Marcella, Marquita, Malara, Moog, Morgan R, Moth, James, Nat, Natalie, Never, Nicole G, Nicole R, Nicole T, Nikki, Nine Binary, Paige E, Paige P, Pixel Stars, Puratheon, Quill, Rachel B, Raquel, Rat Sarah, Reba, Rebecca, Ren, Robin, Rowan, Other Rowan, Samantha, Sammy, Sarah, Sarah K, Scarlett, Shanae, Shannon, Shayna, Sheena K, Sean, Stephanie, Stephen, Talia, 3 Old Dogs, Tiana, Trashcan Teddy, Sev, Writer A, and Yesenia. Thank you all so much for being a friend.